Let's get to it.
Alright YouTube, what is going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny. Taken King is going to be here in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. So we're going to go through what I plan to do to hit rank 40 on all 3 characters as quickly as possible. No, it's not going to be one hit rank 40 in day 1. That I don't think it's possible. Looking at the math, it looks like you're going to need about 100,000 XP to go from 34 to 40. I don't know that for 100%. That's just my guesstimate. Now we know the raid's going to be dropping on September 18th, but I don't think you want to jump in there right away at level 40, guys. Remember, light plays a big deal in how powerful you are to do these activities. So you could be level 40, but you have dog shit for attack and defense. You're gonna be up shit's creek without a paddle if you jump into that raid, or at least I don't plan on going into that raid until I have a pretty high light level. And also, I don't plan on going in there until I got my Sunbreaker, Stormcaller, and Nightstalker fully leveled up. And I'm gonna take some old footage from an old video because I haven't deleted any of my characters. I'm not about to now to show you how I like to level up my next subclass without the grind. So I'm pretty sure September 8th we're getting the whole new interface for regarding questifying Destiny and the bounties, which means we're gonna have 16 bounty slots. So okay, let's be Captain Obvious. You want to fill that up with 5,000 XP or more bounties. So 5,000 XP bounties, you can get those from your regular bounty tracker, get them from the Crucible. Don't sleep on Eris Morn, she's got a couple of 5,000 XP bounties. Remember, when I played the Court of Oryx, I was getting Eris Morn rep. I got a feeling she's going to be a whole new place that we need to go to in terms of getting things. I believe we can buy rune cores, and yes, I did say rune the whole time in that Court of Oryx video. I'm sorry, Mesa fail. But don't sleep on Petra either, because some of her bounties are even more. I think like 5,500. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up all those bounty slots. So right before day 1 on all 3 characters, I'm going to have all my bounty slots, all 16, filled with 5,000 or more XP. Next thing you could do is fill up your Postmaster with those public event packages. Those are worth 2,500 XP. You could do 1 a day on each character. Would I go crazy with them? No, guys, don't read into it. Don't fill up your whole inventory with those things. Think about it. You're going to have all your bounties ready to go. Hopefully, you're going to fill them up with 5,000 or more XP bounties. And then I think all the stories, just make sure you do them on hard, and it's going to be plenty of XP. Now, next up, you've got Focused Light. Okay, that's something you could stock up on. Hopefully, you guys have a bunch. I know I do in my inventory. That's going to give you 50% XP gains for a half hour. Okay, so another thing you got to make sure of is make sure you have that thing active when you're about to complete a story mission. Okay, there's a lot of times where I'm doing weapon leveling and people wonder how I get them leveled up so fast. What I do is I pop a telemetry, I make sure the weapon is armed, I complete the daily heroic story, that XP goes to it, then I go in and cash in all my bounties. So I get the daily story XP, then I get all my bounties XP, and it all fits in with that 1 telemetry I pop. So make sure that you're popping those focus lights before you finish those story missions. Now let's talk about unlocking all those perks from your new subclass. First off, we have no idea. Oh, by the way, this is old footage from one of my videos shortly after Destiny dropped. Okay, we have no idea how we're going to unlock your new subclass. Okay, let's take the Stormcaller, for example. I'm assuming it's going to be a quest, and hopefully it's going to be a quest early on. So, you can see here, I've got my Sunsinger. I've barely even used him. Why? Because I'm playing with my Voidwalker, because he's got the most stuff unlocked, making it much easier. I don't have any abilities on Sunsinger. However, when I go to cash in bounties, then I just switch over to the Sunsinger, and I basically get it to a point where I unlock enough bounties and have enough abilities in my Sunsinger that I feel comfortable taking him into battle. And I'm going to do the same basic principle, I guess, with the Stormcaller, okay? I'm going to play on either my Voidwalker or Sunsinger, fully leveled up, got all the abilities unlocked. Open up the Stormcaller, I don't have any abilities, but when I cash in my bounties, I'm going to switch to my Stormcaller, apply the XP to the Stormcaller. But then also another thing is when you're playing the story in the Taken King, make sure before that story ends, switch over to your Stormcaller so that that XP from the story goes towards the Stormcaller. Does that make sense? And that's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So just to recap, okay? Let's say you get your new subclass, you want to play with it, don't play with it right away, okay? You don't have anything unlocked. Play on your main character, or your main subclass, but when you finish a story, switch to that new subclass, and anytime you're putting in bounties, switch to that subclass. Then when you get comfortable enough and you got enough abilities unlocked with the new subclass, then fully play as that subclass. Now, we want to touch on this real quick because it's important. The gear sold in the tower is going to be higher defense, light, all that sort of stuff than what we currently have going into the Taken King. Now, you can only buy those with legendary marks. Legendary marks will not be converted from your Crucible and Vanguard marks you have now. However, your marks that you have now for Vanguard and Crucible will turn into commendations. When you use those commendations and you cash them in for a particular faction or whatever you want, it's going to give you rep and it's going to give you also marks, hence legendary marks. So I would still stock up on your Vanguard and Crucible marks because they're going to turn into commendations, which then you can turn into packages and you'll get marks from there. Because as always, if you open up any packages or even engrams for that matter that you get from the House of Wolves after the Taken King drops, you're going to get House of Wolves gear, not Taken King gear. Now, it's not confirmed that if you cash in Taken King packages, meaning you use your combinations, you get some more packages, that those are going to give you marks, okay? But if you get gear, whether it be armor or weapons, if you dismantle them, Taken King gear, remember, they will turn into marks. So that's a quick way of getting marks right away. Now, you can also turn in armor materials, weapon parts, motes of light, and everything to your faction once you pledge allegiance to, and that'll further increase your reputation, hence giving you packages. And if you don't like the stuff, dismantle it, and you got legendary marks. And then lastly, I'm just going to throw in, I would stock up on all your spin metals, spirit blooms, helium filaments. We know we're getting worm spores from the Dreadnought, but I was dismantling a bunch of that because I just had too much between Barracks, between Petra, between public events. I would hold on to it because, we're going to be getting a ton. Oh, what am I saying again? We're going to be getting a ton of new Taken King weapons that are going to require all that stuff. Okay, so anyway, that's what I wanted to cover with you guys. So drop a like in this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Links will be in the description. That's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.